what up, y'all? I'm Mav, Motor City Street Dance Academy. We're here in our space, our beautiful office. I'm here with Ben and Liz. This is the first of many S.E.E.D program professional development conversations we're trying to have, not only with just our staff and members, but also like our shorties and different people inside of our dance community that are professionals and in their own rights and progressing, and we want to share those resources, pathways. That's what we are being intentional about building, is those relationships between those different spaces, from middle school, high school, college, and professional life, and being able to bring some of those people that are more moved along in the process back into our space to be able to share with that. And that's who I've got. I'll let them introduce themselves and stuff, and they'll be able to take the conversation from there. I'm just gonna pepper in some questions here and there, but the conversation is between them, and we're just kind of documenting it so that way if people have questions that we have already answered, we have it kind of documented. Check out what we do, so we can send this to y'all, so you see what the work looks like and things like that. So.
Hey, what's up, y'all? So I'm Ben, as Mav said. I've been in the breakdancing scene. I'm part of a crew called Bad for about the last 5 years, and that's kind of how I got to know this community and Mav. And then outside of that, a lot of people in my crew went to Wayne State, and I got my degree in accounting. And so that's where I've been working. I just recently did the process of getting my CPA license and taking my CPA exams. And so that's kind of what I'm here to kind of talk about, my experience in like both of these worlds. To Liz, who's going to introduce herself in a second, who is kind of like considering getting her CPA as well and going into accounting and opening up her own business. So just kind of to talk some of my experiences on both ends of having both this community and then also my separate kind of like professional growth and career development. So.
Hey everyone, my name is Liz. I am the administrative lead at Motor City Street Dance Academy, and as well I am a junior at Wayne State University. I'm currently getting a degree in marketing and managing, and also talking about Ben as well as other people about getting a degree or some sort of profession within accounting. But other than that, I feel like within my placement here at MCSDA, I felt I learned a lot more about being organized, as well as having to deal with my life in a way, with being my first place of employment, being able to learn about the different ways of finance management, as well as seeing the artistic side of everything as well, whether it be dancing, breakdancing, DJ, art classes as well. So it's really cool seeing that and being able to have these sources to be able to place me into maybe an accounting space, with like maybe in a coffee shop, just serving some coffee within my fellow community in Southwest Detroit. So that's something that I really am looking forward to, and it's a project that hopefully I'm going to be working along with Ben for several different things as well. But yeah, that's about me.
I think definitely it comes like a lot down to community and just kind of being with the people in the dance scene, and also dance is what I find inspiration out of. I think that a degree like at accounting, people normally see as very numbers focused, that aren't very creative and stuff like that, and that's just something I've kind of had to face and struggle with, because I do love dancing and art and all these creative things. So it's kind of trying to find the best of both worlds and really fuse the two together in the form of like businesses and events and things like that, and helping our community. I think something that helped me a lot throughout college is my crew, Bad. Just going, because a lot of them are older than me and they were going to college as well. So just being able to connect with other people in the community who went through the same thing I did, such as interviewing for jobs or just taking classes, finding my way around campus. And things like that just definitely really helped. Even now, I still go to them with questions, and I'll be like, hey, can you look over my resume? I just updated it and applied to this job that I really want, and stuff like that. Or, hey, throw a couple of interview questions at me. I was literally just doing this at practice last night with my crewmate, and just kind of practicing that. So there, I think just having that community of people that can help guide you and you can go to, and also that community of people that are just there, when things maybe don't go your way. And it's also at the end of the day, the thing that I do find my inspiration of. I also think having that discipline, especially for like breaking, is something that's pretty physically challenging. So you got to really push yourself to practice and stuff like that. That helps you to kind of build the skills to like study. And I think it's also an outlet as well, a stress reliever. So, once I get off work, there's like nothing else I want to do more than pretty much go and practice dance
Well, I mean, I came here within like my senior year of high school, so that's when I really started coming around. Even though I didn't start working until after I already graduated, it was still kind of just like my first job. Oh, like what is this? Seeing this artistic side, the breaking side, having these art classes, and seeing all of these people like actually put so much work into what they really enjoy, and being able to use that as their source of income. I feel like that's really seeing that from an outside perspective. That all I knew was, that you need to get a corporate job, you need to get, this placement in this world that'll only give you a high amount of money. That's the only way you're gonna live. And I feel like at that point, that's where I just kind of like a switch flipped in my head, and I was just kind of like, I don't want to live like that. So I saw the studio, I saw these people dancing, being able to perform, getting paid through it, having to be able to go through all these experiences and actually, have fun from it and get like some sort of learning curve. Oh, maybe, I saw a different move, I'm not a dancer, and I've never, I've tried unit break dancing, but it's not something that I feel like I can do. And so I feel like seeing all these people dance and seeing them, actually take videos of all these other people dancing, going through the battles, seeing all these people, taking videos, meeting with them, talking about them, getting advice, seeing all this, like, it's a community. And that's what I really enjoy, that all these people are able to like piggyback off of everyone. And so I feel like getting that and implementing that into my education, I feel like I have a lot more of the, I guess in a way, a lot more of experience on how to handle things or how to view other situations, rather than just, oh, I need to do it this way. I need to do it by the book, by the rules, by a procedure set and standard. But it's just kind of like, in my life, I feel like I have several different things that I can do on my own. So seeing all these people from MCSDA compared to all these other internships that I've already done, seeing how I'm implementing all of this, I feel like having this artistic side really is a lot more, in a way, I guess, happy ending for me as well when it comes to implementing that into a little coffee shop of my future business, and being able to implement all of the things that I've learned here into all of that as well. So yeah.
You just said a couple things that like really stuck with me. And I think like for me, like going through college, even there was like multiple times where I was like, I know I'm smart, I know I'm good at college, but I almost just want to drop out because, you get into that whole like corporate life and it feels like kind of empty, I guess, in a sense, that you're just working for some company, you're kind of like feeling that corporate life, going to college, getting a corporate job, getting a house, getting a family, etc. And that was a really big struggle for me, honestly, and it's still something that I'm kind of trying to figure out. But I really feel like just going throughout that process, it has helped me learn a lot of skills that I can then apply in the way that I see fit. The most important thing to me is always people, and it's like kind of falling back on that community. And so I really want to be able to take these skills that I have and learn, and even that I'm still learning, and eventually be able to utilize it to be able to help build this community and stuff. And I think, the more skills I learn and things I do, eventually I'll be able to help the community on bigger scales than I could, if I had never gone throughout this process or gotten these skills. But I think always, so that's kind of the reason, kind of just fusing the two, just because, like I said, there's kind of like a disconnect, I guess, from like just like regular corporate life and then the dance community, but being able to choose your own path. And I think breaking or dance and the other art forms do help you like build your creativity, because the different is accepted, or you're really encouraged to just be yourself. And I think you can apply that in other aspects of your life as well.
No, I agree completely. it was all mostly basically choose your college, whatever you seem interested in, that's what you're gonna go in for. If you have any other decisions to do, if you have any other choices, you can choose that. But other than that, they didn't really give us like that much information into it. I feel like all of that exploring and digging was all set for us to do on our own, but I feel like they didn't really set us up to do that. They just said, okay, choose one school at least one school. That I guess that's what their main goal was, to have at least to graduate and at least to get accepted to one school. Okay. That's was something that I feel like they always set forth, but they never actually pushed into like, what do you do after you get in? What do you do after you're actually attending these courses with these homeworks and all that stuff like that? Because obviously I knew accounting and I knew like numbers, but I didn't know to the depth of auditing, being able to do financially or like your own finance managerial accounting is such short like that. So obviously I only knew like the very like the tip of the iceberg for every subject within business, law, etc. I only knew like the minimal things that we each had, and I feel like maybe that's something different that CCA did, just because CCA being in Southwest, I feel like they lower the standards a lot more of what they expect out of the students. So I feel like that's what they didn't push towards, exceeding what they already couldn't handle, I guess, in a way. How you would put it.
It's awesome that like this is just happening in general, and I was like super excited to talk to Liz, because I even know for myself and in my own experience just going throughout college and going from high school to college and then to career, that was difficult for me. And even though I had a lot of resources at my disposal, and both my parents went to college, but I guess even for accounting specifically, like I feel like there's so many like different career opportunities and stuff. Like when you're in college or whatever, you're kind of just memorizing facts and taking tests and stuff like that. So I was just super excited just to be able to share that with Liz in general, and to hopefully like help her avoid some even of the mistakes that I made, and just share the knowledge that I've learned throughout my experience was great, because I feel like if I can do that just to help the community or help somebody in the community is just awesome. And yeah, definitely more than happy to. I'm super excited to keep sharing about my experience, and I think that I can, the more that I share it, it'll be more beneficial to helping people, even if they don't go into accounting. But I think some of my experience are just relatable as far as going to college or getting a career and things like that in general, because I know if you're somebody who's doing it on your own, it's very difficult to figure out, especially if you don't have that support system. So I think what Mav's doing here is building kind of like the space where people can talk freely and be able to help people freely, without having some structured thing through college. It's definitely like super beneficial, and you can't really find it anywhere else, as he said. And I also think for me, it's like extremely inspiring too, because like I said, like my main goal in my career is sometimes you get into this corporate law, but I really want to bring it back to the community, and I'm excited to even kind of like the projects that we talked about today, to like work on those, and just being able to use my skills to be able to help that community as well. That's like just super gets me like excited, and it's really kind of like combining my passions on like different levels, passions and skills, but just having the space in general to be able to mentor. It's also like a big benefit to me and rewards me in a lot of ways as well.
I think it's something that that I wouldn't have pictured in a way, because like I guess going into the breaking scene, I thought everyone that danced, I thought everyone just danced. But then I found out that Arfan was like a doctor or like something within like all of that, and everyone had these different professions, and I thought it was really cool that even though they have all these different things on their other side of their lives, they still take time to break, they still take time to pursue something they really enjoy. And I feel like that's really something that I feel like I should in a way work towards myself, because I feel like as an immigrant daughter, like a family from an immigrant family and everything, I feel like everything that I have to work towards is something for my family, to benefit all of us, to benefit everyone. So I feel like having this sort of like pursuing this sort of lifestyle is something that I feel like I can do because I see all these people doing it. So I feel like it's something of being able to do something that I enjoy, as well as being able to help my community as well. Because obviously everyone who comes here in the studio, they ended up helping all of the DJs. They help Edwin, they help mentor all of these other students that come up here. So I think that's really cool for everyone to see that, they dance, but they're also, these very high professional people in these places that they do like very great job in. So they're still helping a lot of people within the community. So I think it's really, really cool. And I guess that's my large takeaway, that everyone here is like helping within the community.
So you get to see kind of firsthand what these conversations and what, the space beyond the artistry, beyond just us teaching dance classes, music and art, that's important. That's the accelerant. That's what gets people here, people interested in students interested in wanting and seeing us and stuff like that. I mean, we can all attest to like being in a space and where there's dancers, b-boys, b-girls, people getting down. It just draws a crowd, and and that's the whole point of building the cipher up, is so we can share more resources and things like that. Like, great, cool, you're gonna take a dance class and this is gonna be amazing, but also what are you trying to do beyond that? And that's what we all are, is there's so much more. It's back onto this, on the floor, off the floor. The discipline, the success we build on the floor can be replicated through those same disciplines off the floor, creating success off the floor as well. So that's a big way of how our programming goes. And you heard it firsthand, is from two different people, two different generations essentially of members inside of MCSDA and things. So cool. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you. Thank you. Was stuff I was saying makes sense?
Yeah.